Hello everyone, welcome back to my Dragon Age 2 stream. I'm so sorry it's been so long since my last stream, but I've had stuff to deal with in real life, so yeah. Where were we? I've completely forgotten. He's a warrior. He needs strength. Give him another ability. We just cleared out a boss area or something, I believe. I think. Rumors. Why isn't that working? Why is the game not being picked up? Are you going to be picked up? Hello? Oh, there we go. I just need to check something real quick because my hotkeys don't seem to be working. Okay, that should be okay. Right, is there anyone that will just straight up attack me? If so, come out now, and you may not get killed. I can't guarantee that you won't be, but, you know. I'm pretty sure we cleared everyone out at the night time, right? I don't think we've ever been to the docks in the daytime.
I understand you're named after a famous knight.
Everyone always brings up the name.
I've not heard of Sir Aveline. Is she very famous?
Really? They don't tell of her glorious downfall in Tevinter?
Not to slaves.
Pardon me for saying so, but thank the Maker for that.
I kind of like the Qunari. You always know what they want. Absolutely nothing.
You have no business here, Basra.
Oh, okay. Bit rude.
The Maker guides my hand.
Where does a person get decent food in this hole?
That's what I like about the docks. A pleasant people.
Don't need more of you around, thanks. Go scratch somewhere else.
Just checking every nook and cranny.
Ferelden, ain't you? Let me get back to work.
Walk in peace.
Hawk. I've seen you with Mirren before. Did he send you to get me? Harriman's guards killed all my men. I thought I gave them the slip, but they found me. You tell Mirren I never turned on him.
You
I'll
were
tell him.
very dedicated.
We did it just like we trained. Followed it a distance, waited for nightfall. His rear guard saw us coming. They fell on us from all sides.
Which any professional would have expected.
That's him. That's Lord Harriman.
Most of my enemies would not stoop this low. Are you working for Conrad Tooley? Perhaps Lady Reinhardt?
Why would they kill you?
What have you done that so many people want you dead?
You sound Ferelden.
Many in the city are.
So you should know I'm the one who convinced the Viscount to send aid to Denerim. Many of my fellow noblemen resent that. They want me dead before he sends the money so they can reclaim it for Kirkwall. Will you kill me for this?
No.
This is not a job I can complete.
Thank you, Ferelden. When I learn who sent you, I will be sure to leave you out of any retribution.
I don't want to be the one to tell Mirren you did that.
I mean, he sent help to cook for Alden, which is where the first game is based, so kind of helped me there. Oh no, what have I done? There you go, he's not injured anymore.
I think the Canary is spying on us.
Well, I don't know, I can't even go into the bloody Canary compound, wherever it is. Okay. Ooh, who are you?
Feel free to look at my merchandise, if you've the coin.
Thank you for the formula. Okay.
Not my favourite stop. I'll tell you that forever.
Where to now, I wonder?
Watch out by the Canary compound. They seem very active.
Tranquility. Wait, why is that quest called Loose Ends there? Mirror, no. Was he the guy that wanted me to kill that guy that we just saw?
So, Gustav limped back here, but refuses to speak one word of what happened. Spit it out. Is Harriman dead or not?
I couldn't find him.
He was gone by the time I got there. I just killed his guards.
I thought you were better at this. Guess nothing happens if I don't do it myself. Forget the bounty, but here's a bid for bringing Gustav back. If you're up for more of this sort of work, let me know. I could make some arrangements. The Harriman family's been throwing a lot of coin around, trying to find out who came after their lord.
Ah.
That thing you do with your hand.
I can already tell this isn't going anywhere pleasant.
I bet that makes pickpocketing easier.
I'll try it sometime and find out.
You got the big pocket door too. Alright, let's see what's happening in here. Is there a... I'll change my party a little bit, I think.
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Not before he gave it a shake to see if there were coins inside.
Typical gammon.
I was worried they would fall out.
Keep it down, dog. All that noisy dog breath, day in, day out. Make him stop.
Even be uncle.
He doesn't sweat like we do. And it's stuffy in here. You could open a window.
There. Isn't that annoying? Ah, blight take you.
Well. Look, the windows are open.
Thinking of life in Hightown?
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
Not happy with our progress.
Is there something you would do differently, brother?
It's not up to me. We're on pace to recover an old name for an old woman. And when we're done, I don't know. I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Fine, what would you do?
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
I agree.
You're right.
What?
I'd change all of that if I could. But we don't have that option, and you know it. All right.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared.
I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me, but I must find my own way.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
This is like a childhood show.
Peace offering?
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Man, that's the
Well, he
biggest
was a
spoiler
good
ever.
man.
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
At least his friendship's going up. He's quite red right now.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in...
This donation box looks to aid Ferelden refugees. Well, let's give them 5 sovereignty. Why not?
I'll set... If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I'm looking for someone.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
I won't bother him.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Lose him to the Templars?
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
That's in... I mean him no harm.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
Right.
Perfectly safe if he cooperates.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services.
Anders?
Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I got 5 kids to feed.
The healer will decide for himself if you're worth his aid.
Anders is the companion I had in Awakening, right?
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Carver?
You want him safe? Don't pick fights with other Fereldans while the Templars are after us all.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our King Alistair.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling they were about to attack us.
So, Carver, have you thought about what...
Darktown again? I guess I have to meet Anders all over again with this character.
This place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I mean no harm.
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the Deep Roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the Deep Roads.
Sir Pouncelot?
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the Deep Roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
I mean, you were kind of getting a bit too close to that cat, but what are you doing here?
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes, I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with, and some reasons of my own.
Can people leave the wardens?
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
Huh. I want your help.
I'm part of an expedition into the Deep Roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted Deep Roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Thank you for the follow, attorney. Yes.
Help my expedition reach the Deep Roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
You decide. I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price.
Oh, there's always a price.
I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
How did the Templars find out?
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
Help him escape the circle.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
That's a little controversial.
I doubt the Divine would agree with that.
The Divine is only a mouthpiece for the Chantry. The Maker does not speak through her.
What, you teach the Templars their own faith? They seem pretty devout.
Never mind. I do not seek debate, only your aid.
Who is this mage?
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cell, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
The Circle?
No,
a prison? What?
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
So what's your plan?
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
How did the Templars find out?
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
Alright, I'll help you find your fellow mages.
I would help any mage in such circumstances. Map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Poor Carver, always disagreeing with mages of the light. Codex?
Carl won't be able to get away until it's dark. Meet me at the Chantry at nightfall.
Okay.
Ferelden's free marches.
I'll go to Hightown first and talk about this so-called bone pit. I wish you could choose where you spawn into.
No loitering.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Serves me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Is Bone Pit a tad ominous?
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
I know I'm one of them, right?
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
What happened to the workers?
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
Nobody will go?
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The Bone Pit is mostly harmless.
You hired Ferelden, though.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Of course. Who else would be pathetic enough?
Yes,
Us?
all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What are you paying?
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
Oh, that's all I need to know.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Shit.
Okay. I'll go,
Can you
I'll
let me
go
speak?
there, then I can just walk out the mansion. Let's get rid of car. Oh, wait, what?
Egregio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
The one that was talking.
I like your appearance.
I can't imagine why they would be put off.
You say what's on your mind. I'll give you that.
That's not how bottles work. You need to move your lips.
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You want revenge?
Is getting back at your master all that matters to you?
There are days when it feels that way. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
I thought about it.
I grew up in Ferelden. It will always be my home.
The Blight is over. You could rebuild what you lost. Do you truly not want to?
I mean, my family is here.
My mother came from Kirkwall. Our heritage is here.
Having a place where you can put down roots, I understand. Still, to have the option must be gratifying.
You're staying in Kirkwall?
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Sahara?
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
You don't remember?
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
Where is Daenerys now?
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
How long since you escaped?
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
You've been alone?
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
Are you sure?
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Good plan.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
I'm sorry.
Sounds like a tough situation.
I'm not made of glass. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters. Had I known Anso would find me a woman so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
And it's still
Maybe I should be thanking Anso.
Maybe you should. Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
Something's brewing. In fact, let's have a look at his yeah, it's going into the blue. Right, now we can go to the Chantry and find Anders' friend. Wherever they be.
Never a shortage of idiots who think they can take the streets in the dark, but good reward in getting rid of them.
That's what I was doing. I was hunting for more enemies so I can get some extracurricular quest done. Oh, a chest. So if I go around at night time around here, it should trigger something, I hope. I mean, it triggered something when we first started the game a couple of days ago. Attack me! Please attack me. Hello.
Messing with us is suicidal.
Alright. I know the quest is over there, but I'm just gonna finish whatever this is. I always forget to summon my dog.
So much blood.
Nothing triggered just yet.
That's enough.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I keep my friend's case.
Okay,
all
so
the
now. So, yeah.
time.
Found the location of their base. Let's go raid their base then. The barrack.
Thank the Maker. I'm too good looking to die this young.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
That's
remember.
done. Poor Lara. Alright, so as far as I know, we've cleared out every single nighttime location. I think.
Yeah.
Andrew!
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
Yes, please.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars. When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Can I have a look around at night time?
No, I don't
Is it
know.
different? Hi, Carl.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the Apostate.
No!
You will never take another mage as you took him.
Let's finish this!
Now you'll see. You do get results.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
But you're tranquil.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Is there no other way?
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Do as he asks.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
But I wasn't finished looting.
That wasn't normal magic you just did, was it?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
Justice!
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
You are most fortunate.
This spirit sounds like a useful friend to have.
He was far better to me than I have been to him. To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
Let me get this straight.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
I'm sorry.
This is obviously difficult for you.
I thought I was helping my friend. He would have died, I guess. If that even means anything. And he wanted to help me. He knew what mages have suffered.
Of course.
no harm ever comes from good intentions, even when magic is involved.
Normally, I would argue that. I wanted to do well by justice, I really did. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Okay. Can you undo this?
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curse is of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you control it?
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
I like men with dark pasts. What am I doing?
So, that explains your whole sexy, tortured look.
Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I had not thought to ever find a woman who would look past what I just said. My maps are yours, as am I if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
But by the way, there's...
Okay. Vengeance. Guess we know who the healer's going to be.
Is brooding a sport?
Enemy among them.
You ever going to stop harping on the mages here?
Please, can you help me? My brother.
Tell me what's wrong.
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
Tell me about Meredith.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
Oh, she has many admirers. They laud the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
What rumors?
What have you heard about the Templars?
People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
Tell me what's happened.
I'm here to help you. Just tell me what you know.
Karen would write me every day. Then suddenly, no more letters. I wrote him many times with no response. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
How can I help?
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance. In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, It's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Okay. Help wanted.
Keep moving. Welcome, merchant.
I need to find my wife. Will no one help me?
Well,
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Syrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
Is there something I can do?
Your wife is missing. I can try to find her if you like.
Yes. Oh, I have been waiting for someone to say that. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
I can't imagine why she might run away.
Yes, my wife and I don't get along. But that's not the important thing. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Is Ninette in danger?
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
Do you want her back?
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
You're a terrible husband.
You don't care that Ninette might be hurt or dead. You sicken me.
You have never lived with her. It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
When did you last see Ninette?
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
Her family is suspicious.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance, and they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her, but I swear on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
Alright, I'll help.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
I mean, I'm helping everyone else in the bloody city, why not you as well?
The Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Syrah.
I'm going to the brothel.
I've always wondered, why is every surface dwarf a merchant or a smith?
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you.
Excuse me?
What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Jethan, have you seen Ninette lately?
Ninette? not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
You think she left Ghislaine?
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth.
That's apparent.
Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Could Ninette be in trouble?
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Has Ghislaine spoke to you?
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you know anything else?
Do you have any idea where she might be?
Well, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
You sure she isn't a mage?
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
That was a great help.
Perhaps Emmerich knows something we don't.
Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Oh, for God's sake.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I'm sure.
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
Companions will be upset if I do that, will they?
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
Ugh, what am I doing?
I have coin in my purse and time to spare. Why not?
What am I doing? Well, that was over in a flash.
Get outside of this thing. You'll ruin my business.
But
God.
Refugees.
To the gallows.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for you to be here?
We'll be careful.
Maybe not, but we'll be cautious.
This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
What is it like in Divinity?
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
Why did it change?
You said the Chantry used to watch the Magisters. Why did they stop?
You must remember that the attitude towards magic is different in Tevinter. Magisters came from wealthy families, bloodlines that had nurtured magical talent for countless generations. The Chantry was not trying to control poor peasants, but the scions of the greatest houses in the Imperium.
Were they defeated?
I thought the Magisters had been thrown down by the Chantry.
On the contrary, Andraste never defeated the Imperium. A great army conquered the south, but not the north. The Magisters eventually surrendered to the Chantry, but they did so on their terms. They kept their influence. Thus, they reclaimed what they lost over the centuries. Some battles are lost by inches.
Oh, the Magisters so terrible.
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter, from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
How do you know that?
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Daenerys talked about it often. Of course, they say it's forbidden. Behind the smiles and closed doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
How is it inevitable?
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough.
As easy as it is to resort to a sword. You were created as a living weapon. Should you not be trusted with your freedom?
My powers are not controlled by a demon. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
Not all mages do.
You can't say every mage is corrupt.
All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone.
She ended the tyranny of magic and replaced it with an entirely new one.
Considering all that magic has done to my homeland and my race, I weep for your predicament. Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
We all know that the circle doesn't really work.
According to everything I've seen, the Circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
There are others missing?
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why do you have to keep quiet?
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
I want to help.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Figures.
Seems to me a weak Templar would die just as quickly.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
Tell me about this initiation.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some... questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do... what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
Can I talk to Wilhelm?
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Did I hear correctly?
The first sacrifice. Oh, this game's got a lot of back and forth doing. I haven't even been to the third area thing on the bottom yet. I want to run out of quests before I even venture over there.
Do you know? No, and it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves that.
I know some mages who deserve that.
Really? Perhaps they should start making slaves tranquil. Then they wouldn't
Emmerich.
We don't want no.
Get back. I think I got blood on my coat. I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Waste of time?
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Can you track Mehran down?
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Meren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you gone to the guard?
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
Could they be dead?
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Maybe Mehran escaped.
Mages routinely flee the Circle. Perhaps Meren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and
lilies.
Some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Yeah, this is suspicious.
I don't like the sound of this.
Neither do I, Syrah, but I cannot carry on. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
Wait, can I go around the corner? Guess not.
So, there must be mages.
Alright, we're gonna go there in a minute, but first I'm going to go for a quick bathroom break, so we'll be right back. Alrighty then, I am back. Let's go to Lowtown.
Hey, you got any dust? Dwarf dust? I'm hurting here.
I hope we find these missing women in time. I'm gonna get back to check for traps, because this doesn't look good.
Demons, summoned by another mage, no doubt.
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises. We're good to go.
Oh, okay.
When's the fighting start? The arc is starting to get going.
Get back!
Remind me never to get on our bad side. Seems to be unhappy.
That ring looks Orlesian.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
Right.
What?
Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part.
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. And there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
This isn't over. I'm going to get the bastard that did this.
I know how you feel, Sirah.
Surely those in power will believe you now.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
I hope so.
Talk then.
Oh my god. How many? Okay, where to start? Sundermount?
Still alive?
Duty.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What did you call me?
What's a Shemlin?
It is the elven word for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
What are the Daleks?
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
So you say, frequently.
We remember who the people truly are, even as you city elves forget.
I don't want trouble.
I was given an amulet for someone named Marathari.
How do you know that name?
Wait, this is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought she'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marathari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Okay.
Marathari, I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. There's truth in your face. A rare thing in a human. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Were you expecting me?
Your guard said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Why bring the amulet here?
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belenar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
What does the amulet do?
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child. Made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
I always keep my promises.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who are you sending?
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
As you wish.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You will find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
Paul, are you busy?
No, of course not. Not too busy for you.
I am Master Islan, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
Tell me about your trade.
Are you a specialist? What sort of things do you make?
A Dalish crafter does many things. We create weapons, armor, anything our clan has need of.
I don't need anything right now.
Of course. Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure.
I'm gonna look around the camp.
Trying to fix that.
It won't be the same.
Watch your steps, Yam. You don't know how many Dalish arrows are trained on you right now.
We have our bows trained on you, Shem. Conduct your business with the...
I believe you lost this somewhere.
You had a big queen
Anethera, human.
I'm gonna go this way first. I'm pretty sure you can't get up the mountain this way.
Well, by all means, let's go up to the angry wandering elves and say hello.
Looks like there's nothing over here, but there might be some loot. Might. Never mind. Up the mountain we go. Alright, so now in this period of time, Flemeth should be dead from our warden's attack on her. Because Morrigan wanted the grimoire that she had in her. Yeah, it's been 2 years since the Blight, so...
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Why leave your clan?
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, alright?
Did you do something wrong?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway. The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
What was that?
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
What's the matter?
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
Who are you?
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marathari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sandamort.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Hawk. Glad to make your acquaintance, Meryl.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
There's opportunity.
I've lived in Kirkwall for a year now. It's a good place to get a fresh start.
Really? I hope you're right. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Tell me about this rite.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
You know about my task?
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet, and we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Have you met Asher Elabar?
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Okay, ready to go.
Let's get this over with.
Oh. Whoa.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
I imagine it's difficult to give away something nobody wants.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
What about demons?
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
What about Templars?
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving.
You don't know how good you've got it.
But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
Yet you risk the city's danger.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
Oh, nice work.
Please keep turning skeletons into toads for us.
But I never... Right. Not literally. Happy to help. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
Looks like we made it.
I'll deal with this.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Is there a problem?
What's going on here, Meryl?
Nothing. Just ignorance. We should go.
A landslide blocked the path. There's a cave that should take us to the other side.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Are you alright?
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Asha Belenar isn't known for her patience.
I don't know, Flemeth's dead, isn't she?
So much blood.
Oh, okay. So we're coming out of the tunnel now. Well, that must be where the landslide is.
I can open the way forward. One moment.
That's blood magic. What are you doing?
Blood magic? Foolish. Very foolish.
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
The demon, you mean?
Call it what it is. You summoned a demon.
Demons are just spirits, like honor or joy. It's not their fault they are what they are.
Ignore the tiger. Not its fault that it's going to eat you. Sound advice.
Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathan, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara, the endless dream they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore. I think it's safe now. Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
Mm-hmm.
Aharen amalana salem. Emma ira au bella seviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In Uthanera narivas.
You just revived her.
And here we are. A witch. It's
Oh,
all right,
dear.
Fenris. She means us no harm. Under Anatishan Ashabalanar.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
I couldn't sell it.
No one wanted to buy it. Maybe because it had a witch inside?
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
What do you think? Oh wait, no. Who is Morrigan?
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
But no,
Why not come yourself?
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed, you smuggled me here quite nicely.
Are you real?
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
What do you mean?
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
Alright. What do you think, Fenrir?
You are no simple witch.
Figured that out yourself, did you?
I have seen powerful mages, spirits, and abominations, but you are none of those things. What are you?
Such a curious lad. The chains are broken, but are you truly free?
You see a great deal.
I am a fly in the ointment. I am a whisper in the shadows. I am also an old woman. More than that, you need not know.
So what now?
You have plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Must be nice to have wings.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashbelinar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Ah, there she goes.
Carl was a good mage, a good man. It goes against all Chantry.
Like I felt. Ah.
Let's finish this! One less to worry about. Nicely done.
What's up here, I wonder?
I love doing that.
I love you doing that, to be honest. Very. More XP that way. Hello, is there anyone up here? That looks great, whatever that is. A codex. I'm guessing we can't do anything with that for now. Oh, okay.
I'd run if I were you! Die, bastard! Yeah! I'm your worst nightmare! Gotcha!
One more,
That was beautiful!
Well, the barrier hasn't gone. Go. Back down the mountain I go then.
Masarana's child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Alain.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart. Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Unfortunately.
Yes, this is it. Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You are nothing like that.
You
No,
already
you're
know
not
me.
that.
You'll make other friends soon enough.
Guy. Thank you. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
I will, but we need
I
to
like
turn
that
you
now.
away from blood magic,
Thank you.
because that's
Oh,
their
I'm
bad.
thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it though.
Mm-hmm. Stop using blood magic. It's naughty. How many companions am I gonna get? Oh. From what it looks like, I think we can fit one there and one here. So 2 more left. Maybe there's 2 in the background, maybe? I have no idea. Carver. Why hasn't Carver got a special category like the rest of them in abilities? Because he has that vengeance thing. Varric has his marksmanship. Tis the
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
This will be Mother if we're not careful.
Can I help?
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane.
My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Where is Fainriel now?
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Are you Dalish?
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
What exactly happened?
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fainriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
Tell me about the nightmares.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turned to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
Where do we start?
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe. I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered.
But he was already here.
Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
What is Thrask like?
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds.
So, they don't always just make you disappear, like it seems.
There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
Tell me about Vincento.
You and Fainriel's father are not married.
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him. I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fainriel wanted to meet him.
I'll go right now.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
We'll find him before the Templars. Don't trust them to have your son's best interests at heart.
The boy sounds one breath away from becoming an abomination. Let's get to him, fast.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Greetings. My cousin said he might
Well,
have a job for you.
I think we shall end it there. That's all I have time for. Let's obviously save over that. And thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. And I'll try and stream this more regularly, but obviously I've been busy as of late. Alright, well everyone have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye!